everyone, welcome to WoW Events by Ice Lighting. In this video I am going to cover the world event Hallow's End, which is one of my favourites by the way. So what is it, when is it, where is it? It is a celebration of the Forsaken for breaking free from the Scourge, and it is happening all over Azeroth, and you will find it in your calendar for the 18th of October until the 1st of November. Now it's happening all over Azeroth, but the main places you want to be going to is capital cities and inns. So I'm here! Now what? Well, Hallow's End is all about quests, candy, achievements, pets and mount. So, if you come to a small village, so like Razor Hill, you will have a quest that will teach you how to put out fires. Why do you want to learn how to put out fires? Well, you'll find out shortly. But what's important is that will give you a tricky treat, which is the first of the candies that you are collecting, because that is your currency for the prizes and things in this event. Now the next thing you want to do is go into the inn, and this is where you will get your first achievement, because all you need to do is click on the cauldron and you get trick or treat, which is to get candies. Now when you open your bag, you will have a handful of treats, and when you open that, there's a chance of certain things to be in there. If you get the toothpick, use that and you will get the next achievement, which is the sparkling smile. I'll go through the other things and the achievements for those later. The next thing you want to be looking out for while you're in the town is this, and that is the yell from the shade of the Headless Horseman. So basically, this guy is going to set fire to the village. Now you see why you had to learn how to put fires out. Now, you have a limited time to collect water and put the fires out. And you'll see the quest giver that gave us the fire quest has now changed to a daily. That only happens during this event, and it doesn't matter if you've done the fire training or not, you can still pick it up. Now, you and everybody else have to work together. You have a time limit to do this. If you fail, it goes away, you don't complete that quest. So next off is going to capital cities. You want to go to the Undercity basically. You may need to change the time. If you're in the present, you probably won't be able to see the vendors and the event, so you'll need to change it back to past time and come down into the ruins, and that's where you'll see the events going on. So let's talk about the achievements then, so that you will find them under World Events and then Hallow's End. There is 21 in total. You've got one meta on the outside, which is under World Events, and the rest you'll find under the Hallow's End section. Now, within here, there's a mixture of different things you need to do. Some of them are pretty simple, and 3 of them will give you a little meta within the actual page of Hallow's End. So what you need to do for that is the tricks and treats of Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor and Outlands, because those 3 were the original when they created the achievements, so that is still the meta just to do those 3. Now all you need to do with those 3 is to visit the innkeepers in each of the areas listed. So this will be slightly different for the Horde because I'm showing you the Alliance one, but it's still the same concept. You just need to go to the innkeepers, you just need to do trick or treat with them, which is that little quest we saw earlier. So due to other expansions, we then ended up with one for Pandaria, one for Northrend, and one for Cataclysm. Exactly the same thing, but there's no meta for those, they're just individual achievements. So next up, we're going to cover a couple of things you will have picked up during visiting all the innkeepers, and this one is the mask task, which is simply collecting a mask, which you probably will have come across during opening all those cauldrons. Now there is an achievement called a mask for all occasions, which covers all the different types of masks you can get, and this one's been ongoing for me for a long time. I think it was only recently, as in the last year, that they've now made it so you can buy the individual masks, and that is how I'm going to finish that one off this time. Now, also while opening all those cauldrons, you will have come across wands. Now you can use the wands to turn other people into the whatever it is you've got the wand for. You may need a couple of people to do this to turn each other into these things in order for that achievement. So also while looting all these cauldrons, you will have a chance to get the Sinister Squashling and the Hallowed Helm, and that will give you the Sinister Calling achievement once you have both of those. Now, you also get a weighted jack-o'-lantern, or you should do if you've opened that many, and all you have to do is literally throw these at people. So you want to go to like Dalaran or somewhere where there's multiple people, and you'll be able to do that one. Then out with it, that's quite simple. You literally just have to eat so many candies you vomit everywhere. Pleasant, right? So next up is Nerd Rage. So nerds are one of the sweets, candy things that you can get, and to do this all you need to do is have them and eat them while you're on the battleground, and then make sure you are near or actually kill someone 10 times while still having the nerd buff. So the achievement Rotten Hallow, it's all about upsetting the other faction and cleaning up the mess the other faction has made. So if you're Horde, you want to go to the Undercity to pick up these quests, and Alliance, you want to go to Stormwind. On to the Saviour of Hallow's End. So this is nice and simple. You remember that quest we picked up earlier about putting out the fires? You actually have to achieve it with everybody. So as you can see here, I was in Brill this time. I was just picking up candies, and it happened again here. And this time there were actually people putting the fires out. So as you can see, it came up as complete, and the Headless Horseman has come down, and now everybody has to kill him. Now, you don't have to kill him in order to hand in that quest, but when you do kill him, you actually get an extra thing that will give you more candies, and then you hand in the stopping of the fires and you will get the achievement. So the next one, a frightening friend, is finding Pep or Peep or whatever you call him in his Scarecrow costume, and this is only possible if you have a garrison. So if you haven't got a garrison, go do the starting part of WOD, and then you need to go to your graveyard, and that is where you will find him. And this is a count bound, so you only ever have to do this once. So next is bring me the head of... Oh wait, so yeah, Headless Horseman doesn't have a head, does have a pumpkin though. Anyway, in order to do this, you are going to have to go to the group finder, and you can select the Headless Horseman from there, and you will be able to be added into the queue for the dungeon. Or if you're in a capital city, there are people around which are called dungeon masters, and they will allow you to join it instead, usually next to a pumpkin. Anyway, as per usual, you would expect a group to form. It may take a little while. Someone needs to talk to the pumpkin. That will start it off. The Headless Horseman will appear. You kill it 3 times, and its head jumps off every time, and you then kill the head, and then eventually you finish it and get the achievement. Now, in the loot-filled pumpkin that it drops is a chance for a mount, so that is why you're doing that every day. I still don't have that. So that then brings us to the end of the achievements. So if you go to top level world event, you will find the Hallowed by Thy Name, and you will see the list of the actual ones you need in order to get the achievement for that meta on the top. So next on to pets. There is a total of 9 available. You're going to find 5 that you can buy straight off from the vendor in Undercity or Stormwind. You'll need candies to do that, and you can see them all here listed. Now, next there are 3 that you can get from your garrison. You need to make sure your garrison is set to Halloween Spooky, and you will find all these pets have now appeared all over the floor. So you'll have the ghastly rat, the ghostly maggot, and the spider you will find up at the back outside by the mine. Now, if you want the creepy crate, this is a whole different story. You need to do a quest line. You'll find the quest line in the inn, either in Stormwind or in Ogrimmar, and once you follow along the whole quest line, you will eventually hand in and get the crate. So this is the creepy crate, which is pretty cute, and I love the tongue. It's just awesome. So on to the toys then. There are 6 of them available. 4 you will be able to get straight away from the vendor if you use your candies, and then the last 2 you're back to Draenor again. 1 you can get once you've changed your garrison to Halloweeny. There is a spider that spawns, and that has a chance to drop the spider bag, and then the second one is looted from the mobs around the Isle of Shadows, or it's like way 3980, and just kill those guys there, and eventually you might get it. It's a drop. And that pretty much sums it up. So as always, I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to see what else I'm up to.